Hi everybody, today I'm with Liam O'Neill, who is a remarkable young man. He's overcoming such a lot to every day to be here smiling and looking so full of life and wonderful in front of us here. Liam, can you share a bit of your story with everybody so that they understand what I'm talking about and understand you?
Yeah, awesome. Well, my name's Liam O'Neill. I live in New Zealand, in the Waikato, and it's pretty much pouring with rain at the moment, which is fun. I'm looking out the window right now, and it's getting better. But I'm 16 years old. I have a chronic illness or disease or whatever you want to call it, called cystic fibrosis. And so when I was a few days old, I was diagnosed with it, and it pretty much cystic fibrosis means that you have thickness of the mucus from everywhere, from the sinuses to the lungs to the pancreas to everything. So whenever I eat food, I have to have pills that I have to take. So if I have, say, a dinner or meal, I have to take 3 of these pills when I eat. And then twice a day, and then continuing out the day, whenever I eat, I have to have pills. So pretty much if I don't have those, then I will be in agony with my guts the next day, because the pancreas is blocked by mucus, so it doesn't actually let the enzymes through into your food how it would normally digest with a normal person. So I need those enzymes to break down my food like everyone else. And I also have to do twice a day, I have to do nebulizing, which is probably should have actually brought into the room, but it's a compressor like this, and it's on a tube which I have to breathe in, which it's called NAC, which is the drug that I use. It's a natural antioxidant. No, actually, not antioxidant. Can't speak. My brain's going too fast. It's a anti-inflammatory, so that's the right word. And so pretty much that helps to loosen the mucus and break down the mucus. And then you do that for about 20 minutes to half an hour. And then I have to stick a different attachment on the end, which is kind of like a pressure valve. So when I blow, it's very hard to blow out, which forces the mucus up and up and up. And then eventually till you can cough it out. And I have to do that for another 20 minutes. So usually it's about 45 minutes of treatment twice a day. And so that makes going away a bit harder than usually. Like my mates will just go staying a night, so I'm going to just grab a bag. But I have to grab two bags, and then I have to grab stuff that has to be in the fridge. And then so, I mean, you kind of have to work around it a bit when you've got a compressor like this big and it's really heavy. It's hard to go away like as easy as just a normal person, really. And it kind of, I mean, I would rather have this than be stuck in a wheelchair, and something that means that I can't play hockey, which I do. I do go to the gym, I play hockey, I go tramping and hiking, I do scootering. I've just started scootering recently and I absolutely love it. And I mean, you can't do that being in a wheelchair, whereas I can do that with my disease that I've got. And so you just got to make the most of your life, really.
Oh, what a remarkable point that you've just made there. And, you know, this is just in there, you've been just so inspiring to many people, because there's so many people that have nothing at all wrong with them, and they moan about little things and do nothing with their lives. And here you are, really, you're quite adventurous, aren't you? You do a lot of different things, like you say.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah. So what kind of things do you enjoy doing and can do to share?
Yeah. So today I'm actually going to the gym after this appointment. Actually, I was about to go leave after I did my stuff, and then I went, oh crap, I've actually got an interview that I've got to do. Yeah, me and Dad go to the gym together. We go 3 times a week usually, and then so we just go there because with the cystic fibrosis, it's not just the treatments that you have to do and the pills you got to take. You also have to stay active a lot, and because when you have CF, a lot of the time, most people with CF are in hospital for IV, intravenous antibiotics, probably once a year. I haven't been in since I was 4, and I'm now 16, and that's a lot thanks to my mum thinking outside the box and being called a irresponsible parent at times by the doctor. But it's because she's a medical herbalist by trade, and she has a lot of alternative medicine as well as I mean, stuff like the enzymes and the nebulizing, which I have to do, otherwise I probably wouldn't be here. But yeah, so a lot of thinking outside the box. Like when I was 5, before I was 5, you often, because most kids with CF are really skinny, most people with CF are quite skinny, and they find it really hard to eat a lot. And so until I was about 5 years old, mum's like trying to force me constantly to eat food. So I would be like, my arms were like tiny skinny. I was tiny as hell. But after mum introduced something called GSH, it's glutathione, which is I think it's one of the biggest how do you say that word?
I don't, what, I don't know what you...
Thank you. Antioxidants. My brain, sorry, I'm really tired. I've only had like 4 hours sleep the night before. Antioxidant and anti-inflammatories there is. And so pretty much a few days after I had that, I went, Mum, I'm hungry. And she went, oh my God, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, can I have some food? So we stayed on that till I was about probably 15 to about last year consistently. Then we changed over with my nebulizing for my hypertonic saline mixture, which we changed from that to NAC, which is what I'm using at the moment. And the hypertonic's really good, but it irritates the airways as well, and it closes down the airways in the lungs as you're coughing, because it's really good, but it's also very drying to the lungs and very irritating. So we've come off that, and we've found that after going on to this one, I've had like an increase in about 8% lung function, which is really good. And so we're continuing to use that, and then some of the GSH, and it's working really well at the moment. My lung function is real good, and yeah. So in terms of treatments and everything is kind of going pretty good at the moment. And as I was saying before, when you've got CF, as I said, it's not just about the treatments and the pills you got to take. It's about having to do exercise. So really, you've got to have hard out cardio really 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes I don't get as many as that, which I should be doing. But along with everything I do, I think I'm pretty active in terms of all the sports I do. I do like tramping and hiking every now and then, because I want to start doing that a bit more. I go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I go scootering almost every day down at our local skate park, come back pouring with sweat. So it's definitely cardio. And I've got it pretty good at the moment, considering that I do have cystic fibrosis, and it is a lifelong condition until they find a cure for it.
And one of the things as well that you emphasize there as well is actually one of the positives of it, because even though it's in some ways can really kind of slow you down, you have to have a lust for life, because you have to be active to keep going. And another thing as well that you promoted there is outside the box. And you're such a wonderful kind of gentle soul that's out there in the world, and you inspire so many people that are not in the same way as you are. They don't have that mindset. You have a very powerful mindset. It's just to keep going and stay active and proactive and just kind of get up and do, which not many would have. So how do you maintain that? What's your little secret to maintain that?
Pretty much either you suck it up and you do the stuff you got to do, and you just carry on with it. Otherwise, you're in the poor me state, and then you're going, oh, I've got so much stuff wrong with my life, and I'm just going to sit here and mope and be all sad and depressed about it. And that doesn't help. You're just going to get worse lung function. For me, I just get worse lung function. I'd be more unhealthy, more trips into hospital, which I haven't had for IV antibiotics since over a decade. So that's pretty good. And that's just, a lot of it's thanks to Mum, because she's always been pushing me. But she's kind of letting go a bit now, since I'm 16 now. I'm getting older, and I've got to start transitioning for myself to start taking over a lot of things, which I have been. And so, yeah, you just got to pretty much stay positive about it. And if you start getting all poor me, it's not going to help anyone. All you're going to get is just worse and worse. And there's no point dwelling on that, because it's not like I've got a nervous system problem when I'm slowly wasting away and dying, or I'm in a wheelchair and I can't move, or I've got autism and I can't talk. Those people, they can still do stuff, but they got to do stuff to the best they can. And so that's living to the best I can, which is still staying positive and getting up and doing all those things.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely great. I love the way that you're just so proactive. So you say that you're kind of getting ready to take the lead in your own life. You've been nurtured and led well by your mother and other wonderful people in your life that have assisted you health-wise. Would you like to help others too with what you do?
I mean, I really want to write a book, but having all this stuff, I mean, at the moment, in my late teen years, I'm kind of going, oh yeah, I'm going to write a book, and then I get distracted and off to something else, and then, oh yeah, I'm going to write a book, then I got distracted onto something else again. But I mean, I really want to. At the moment, since I've been so busy, I have kind of just really not really thought about it too much. But I mean, because there's so many people out there that aren't super healthy with CF, and that'd be cool to share that so that they can be like me and that they can live their life as well.
Yeah.
Do you mind? I'm just going to quickly grab a drink of water. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, as he's just gone, I'm just going to just talk about how inspiring that is. That even though he has these challenges, he's still wanting to assist in the welfare of other people. And, you know,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry. With also, I mean, it's not been all amazing in terms of like being positive the whole time. I mean, this year I kind of suffered from a bit of depression, if you want to call it, from the whole thing, and just getting kind of going, oh, I mean, what's the point? I mean, I've got so much stuff and I can't do all these things that I want to do. But I mean, it's actually got quite bad. But recently, also some other stuff, kind of spiritual stuff that I've been talking to Heather about, and I kind of resolved a bit of that talking to Heather, and pretty much you just got to suck. I mean, depression is a state of mind, so you have to suck yourself out of that state of mind and get back into the positive. I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's just some treatments that you got to do in the morning and the night, got to do some exercise. I mean, it's not as easy as that. It's actually, when you think, when I'm just like, oh, it's so easy talking to mum, it's so easy, why am I so bad at doing this? And I mean, it's not actually that hard. It's not like I'm in a wheelchair, but it does take a toll on your brain and on your mind compared to being, it's like, oh, why can't I just be normal and not have this stuff? But I mean, it is what it is, and if you don't get past that, then you can't live life. And then, I mean, that's who I am, that's what I'm born with, and hopefully one day there'll be a cure for it. And then I can do other stuff that I want to do. But I mean, I've got it pretty good. Yeah,
I mean, you're just there smiling and just getting on with it, which is what I love about you. So, you know, you have such a powerful message. How would you like to get it out there to help the wider world? Would you like to do radio or things like that?
Yeah, I'm not actually really sure. I mean, I've not really thought about it too much in the last while, because I've just been trying to get myself right. Yeah. But I mean, I would like to share that so I can help other people, because I mean, it's a hard condition to deal with. There's no joke about that, and a lot of people are suffering with it a lot more than I am, a hell of a lot more. Like when I was younger, we knew another family with CF, another family with a kid that had CF. He's still skinny as, lung function's low. He can't go run around and do as much as like the normal person. Whereas, because often you can't catch up with the normal person in terms of say if you're playing game of hockey, exercise, you're often going to be slower than them because your lung function is a lot less. You can't actually catch up with them, and that's what it's like actually for a lot of people. But there's quite a few people though, like there's a guy Grant Montage, he's got CF as well. He lives in England and he's like massive, he's ripped, he's exercising every single day, and he's one of the people that I kind of want to be like. And same with another guy, Ben Mudge. I think he's a model as well as a professional bodybuilder, and he's got CF, but he does his treatments, and that's his career and he promotes that being healthy and how to be healthy with CF. But I mean, it's really cool because that's what I want to be like when I'm older, having able to do and having able to be having done everything that you can do while you have CF. But yeah, so that's kind of what I want to be like.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, to have the vision of actually seeing yourself do everything that you could possibly do, regardless, is, you know, it is inspiring. You know, it really is something that can shake up the world. A message like what you're presenting, because so many do give up. You know, there are those people that get a condition and just sit in a chair or let it get worse because they kind of don't, you know, and your mindset, your heart, your growth, all levels, including your spirit connection, and your ability to share that and put that out, is, you know, it's really honourable. I really honour that about you. So
Thanks.
You're welcome. So as you're going forward in all these things that you want to accomplish, what is your main thing that you would like to accomplish in your life?
I mean, at the moment, in terms of, I'll get to that in a sec. I just want to say something else. I mean, at the moment, in terms of my near goals that I want to get accepted into it's because I wanted to do a stint in the military, but I can't because I've got cystic fibrosis, and so I've kind of like an alternate. It's kind of revolves around the same thing except the combat stuff. I want to go when I'm 18. I want to leave down. It's about 4 hours from where I live, down into the down to Mount Tongariro, which is down where the snow is, and it's I really want to get accepted into the course down there to do a diploma in outdoor instruction and recreation. So that's probably that's my near goal in the next little while, to get accepted into that course and do the 2 years down there. And that means that, because I mean, I love the outdoors and I love doing everything from outdoors. I mean, I also like computer gaming as well. So it's fun, but I'm not going to waste 10 hours of my day trying to be a YouTuber or something on gaming. I mean, some people do, not many people actually make it though. I mean, you're boring, you're sitting at a screen all day playing Xbox. I mean, I'd do it for a while, but no, I'd rather be outdoors and make a career and something that I can help other kids. I mean, I can go and be everything from a camp instructor, say at Great Barrier Island, and be a awesome person to look up to for the kids there, that they look up to me and I teach them stuff about the outdoors and take them on trips and stuff. Or I could be anything from a private ski coach in the Alps. I mean, it opens up quite a lot of aspects about what I can do.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of my life goal, I'd say I just want to live my life to the fullest that I can and help people while doing it.
Yeah.
Help people with the same. I mean, it doesn't even have to be with cystic fibrosis. It's with any condition. Yeah. Just have to help people live their life to the fullest with whatever they have, and to help myself and grow while I do it.
Yeah, because quite often the teacher can become the pupil from what they're learning from helping others. And you know, as I've said already, I can't imagine anyone that you would touch in your life in that way that would not have vast improvement just from hearing you and being in your presence, because you're light, you're optimistic, you don't let anything faze you. It's like my focus is this and I'm doing it. And Yay! Off you go.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that, and how that is going to be heard by others, and the fact that, you know, they will want to connect with you for your mindset, your joy, and learn how to be optimistic in a situation that is, well, in some cases, potentially life-threatening, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely is if you don't take care of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, so, you know, your optimism is just inspiring to all levels of condition, and your wisdom there, and ability to give so much to others is I'll just just have to laugh for a moment.
Yeah. It's really an opportunity to be able to do this and to share what I've got to share, which is really cool from you and Heather for putting together the whole thing. So yeah, thanks for the opportunity to be able to do this.
Yes, you're very, very welcome. And you know, your message is just amazing, and I can't wait to see what comes of it for you, and how it grows, because it's not just kind of talking to people, it's inspiring them to do things. I mean, you know, like you do with your fitness, you do your is it scootering or skateboarding you do? And
Yes, I've just started after I've only been doing it for about a month and a half, but it's really good fun.
yeah, awesome. You know,
And hockey. I mean, I've played hockey since I was 7, so it's also a big thing playing that, which is fun.
yeah, I mean, that's just you know, awesome. You really are. And you know, if you had just one thing to say to everybody in the world that was overcoming serious illness or whatever, from your knowledge and wisdom, what message would you give them?
I'd say that stay positive, believe that you can do stuff. Because I mean, if you can't believe, you win the war in your mind first before you can do anything else as part of your physical body. So if you truly believe that you can overcome it and you can live your life to what you want to do, then you'll be able to do it. I mean, it's also, I mean, I don't know if I would be this, I mean, how I am now if it wasn't for all the love that we have, because I've got a very close family. And I mean, I look at a lot of other, especially my mates, and like, oh yeah, I'm kind of not very close. Because I mean, my mum, my dad, my little brother who's 10, and I've just got a little sister who's only 1 year old. She was a surprise baby that wasn't planned, but she's here now. She's absolutely beautiful. And I mean, I mean, if it wasn't for the love of my family, I don't even know if I'd be here right now. But yeah, so I mean, that's a very crucial factor. But yeah, you got to stay true to yourself and just believe that you can do stuff. And if you don't believe, and if you're not positive, then you've got nothing.
Yeah, and one thing, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You just gotta do the best for what you can with what you have, where you are. I think a famous president or something said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's I can still do a lot of stuff. I mean, that's at the moment that's kind of all I'm happy for that. Like I said before, people don't have as much. I mean, even people say in poorer countries, and they've got nothing wrong with them. They've got poorer countries. They third world countries. I'm so grateful that I'm here. I'm very grateful that I have my condition living here in this time. Because if I was living, say, 30 years ago, then I would have been dead by the time I was probably 10 or 15.
Yeah.
So without all the modern technology and everything that we have, I would either be dead or I would be very, very sick, being in my bed, not being able to walk or run or do anything. So very, very fortunate, and very fortunate that I have a family that supports me and family that helps me with my struggles and everything that I've had. And also, I mean, I got really good mates that I just love. They've also helped me through it. And yeah, because I mean, a lot of people, especially, I mean, I don't really care who knows about what I have. Like, a lot of kids be like at school hiding their pills away and having them. But whoever invited my dad is just leaving, and they're trying to hide their stuff so nobody sees and goes, "Oh, what do you got? Why you got pills? Like, what are they for?" And but I mean, I don't actually mind. It's kind of because people will just try to hide it. It's like, oh no, there's something wrong with me. I'm going to be judged, or I'm going to be bullied, or I mean, and that can happen. But I'm kind of happy with people knowing that. I don't honestly mind, because it means that you can kind of let them into what's happening, and then you as your mate, especially. I mean, I know people that have mates that don't really know what. I've heard of people that have CF and their mates don't even hardly know what do they do, because they hold everything so close to their chest, and only their family knows, so they don't get rejected, possibly. I mean, my mates, they never do that. I mean, they're good people, and it's cool having people that you can trust and that you can show, because I mean, it doesn't actually matter. It's who you are. Having CF at the moment is who I am, and if I'm not telling people and I'm lying about it, or I'm not showing, then that's not true to who I am. So I mean, that's not the way that you go about stuff, in my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a wonderful message to share. And I just have something that's popped to me that based upon around something that you said in there about how you're supported by family and your friends and everything, and you know, good people around you. But there are those that are in similar situations where they're not as supported as you. They're seen as a burden or whatever, and they feel that they are, or something else. And would you be there as a support for them if they chose to come to you for
100%. You need, with anything, you need people. You need people. You need people to. I mean, that's the cool thing, because I mean, I'm going to be meeting someone who's my age, because I'm not really. Let's see if you don't really become in contact, like person-to-person contact, very much, because I couldn't share something to you, you couldn't share something to me. But say if someone else had CF, then they can give me a bug that I've not had before, and that's disastrous, or I can give them something that they haven't had before. So, I mean, usually you don't shake hands, you don't hug, you don't anything. You just kind of stay a couple of meters away. You can still talk, still be there. I mean, that's for social media as well. But often you don't stay too close, because you don't want to threaten possibly their health. But I mean, that's cool, because I'm going to be meeting someone who has CF. I think she's 15, and it's cool to meet someone who has, and just talk to people that have the same stuff that you have. So I mean, even though my family and my friends, they support me and they're there for me, they don't understand it as much as I do, or as much as someone else who has it, who has the same thing that I have, or even someone who has a different thing. But we all have something, and you kind of go, yeah. I mean, and it's really cool to be able to talk to people and to be able to connect with like people who are like-minded, or who have the same kind of things with you, who need support or need help. And yeah, so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Because I'm sure there will be many people that want to connect with you in some way too, for sharing experience or for support and what have you. And it's just nice to for them to hear that you're very open to that. And of course, anybody can connect with Liam through the website. It's a tough world out there.
I don't know if I put my social media stuff on there. I have to add it, but yeah.
Yeah. So you can connect with him there. Is there anything that's pressing on your heart, Liam, that you want to share to finish off?
Like, I'll just preach what I said before. Stay true to who you are. let people in so people can help you. And if people around you don't want to help you, then look for other people and just put it out there and look for people who have the same kind of problems and just share with them and they'll share with you. And that's like I said before, people. You need people that support you and you need people that that will try to understand, even if they can't understand you. Say if they don't have something, even if someone supports you and loves you and cares for you and cares that you have that stuff for who you are, then, and if you've got a positive outlook on life and you're willing to do the hard work and discipline, you can't go wrong.
Lovely message to finish on. Thank you for sharing you with us, Liam. Yeah, and being such a shining soul in the world, such a gracious heart.
Awesome.
Thank you.